Hey there, friends. Sam here at Harvey Cat Homestead, and I wanted to show you something pretty cool about kombucha. So this has been chilled for about 8 hours. Prior to that, this is F2, so this is second fermentation. This has cherries, blueberries, strawberries, and I think blackberries. I labeled it cherry berry, so it's like vague in terms of, but that doesn't really matter. I'm the only person drinking it. I'm not putting any flavors in here that I know I don't like. So I want to recommend something if you're making your own kombucha. If you've done it at all, you know this. During second fermentation is when you actually cap the bottle. So that's what adds the carbonation, the fizziness to it. So if you chill them before you open them, you're going to get less of an explosive reaction. Another thing that will help you get a less explosive reaction is the style of bottle that I'm using currently. As I've told you in the past, these are just leftover GT bottles. GT is a brand of kombucha that you can purchase at most stores that carry anything like kombucha. It's very, very common. So I've purchased these lids elsewhere. I don't like reusing the white plastic lids. I'm not sure what it is. They just bother me for some reason. So I have linked in other videos. I can place a card to that here. Anyway, exactly where I get these, exactly where I get the caps. Derp, sorry. So let me show you why I'm changing a little bit. So let me open this up for you. So there was a little bit of fizz, not a lot at all. So I have made, you may be able to see it in the background, just a little bit. You can kind of watch it bubble up. You can see the volume rise in terms of the actual liquid. You can kind of see these, there's some little bubbles trying to form up there. Anyway, I have had these little swing top bottles in the past. They create a much stronger seal with this little rubber seal, and it compresses completely around the mouth and it locks down. So I'm tired of not having the best carbonation. Like, I have an acceptable kind of amount of carbonation, but I am stepping back into using these swing top bottles because I'm tired of it. Now that comes, it's fun to watch the carbonation in this guy kind of move around. Anyway, I will tell you, with these swing top bottles, I have had to repaint my ceiling. So there are techniques to avoid creating so much carbonation that you pretty much have an explosion with these swing top bottles. If you don't check them during F2, they can also explode in your cabinet. This is like a lava lamp. Isn't that fun? Back to the 90s. Well, I guess originally the 70s, but makes me really happy. So anyways, that's the deal with this. I'm very excited to announce that we will be using swing top bottles from now on. Maybe not from now on. There's a combination. So I have some larger ones of these. These are clearly smaller. They will hold less. But that's probably good because I probably don't need to drink as much kombucha as I do. I usually will drink like 2 or 3 of these in one day. Which, it's never bothered me. But I do it for gut health. That's what I tell people. I do it for gut health. If I was buying these, there's no way in the world I could actually handle spending the amount of money that it takes to use, because I mean, you're talking like $5 a pop for these. I don't spend anywhere near that doing the process that I do. I need to do the math. I should sit down and do the math, and maybe I'll add it in here. I don't like doing math, so that's why I haven't done it. Anyway, so there's that. The other thing I want to show you is I think I have my new absolute favorite flavor. I will be sipping on this when we're done chatting. Close it up and get it out of the way. So this is a nectarine. These are actually organic nectarines. When I was at Walmart earlier today because we ran out of trash bags, I walked past these because I also had to pick up apples. I do eat 1 apple every day. That's actually really, really good for your gut. The pectin that's in there is very beneficial for the lining of your gut. So they weren't kidding when they said a doctor a day. A doctor a day. I don't want a doctor a day. I don't want a doctor like ever. Anyway, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Anyway, this in combination with some organic mango. I have it, it's thawing. Organic mango. I'm just gonna eat this piece. Oh. This mango came from Azure Standard. I know I told you I was gonna do a video about Azure Standard and I haven't done it yet because that drop was weird. I would not be giving you a good representation of your typical drop if I filmed that one and showed it to you. This is fizzing. Yeah, look at all the bubbles in there now. That's fun. Anyway, nectarine and mango is my new absolute favorite. Like the sweetness in combination, and also just the quality of mango that I got from Azure Standard is a whole other level. It's the stuff that you get in the frozen section at Walmart. Has zero flavor. It has zero flavor compared to this. This I could just sit and munch on as a snack, just thawed like this. That's how good it is. I would never do that with what I got from Walmart. Anyway, I'll be updating you in terms of, I'll probably do, you know, just a short little fun video about when these are opened next week. It keeps fizzing. It's going, so I'll show you guys my technique for opening them just in case they are explosive, but not today because obviously I don't have any in those bottles. I only have them in the plain glass GT bottles. So bottle choice does matter. It certainly does in terms of your end product, because the better seal you get, the fizzier your product is going to be. Some people really like fizz. Some people have a really hard time with fizz. So this is honestly a fair amount. The other thing that I would say is it typically moves a little bit faster whenever you're working with these bottles. It's a smaller container, so I feel like that's going to move a little faster. And then 2, because the seal is better, it just moves faster. So it may be more of a 3-day and less of a 4-day second fermentation. Now, first fermentation is the initial adding of your fermented tea to more fermented tea, your starter tea. I have a better explanation. It is in the video that I linked earlier in terms of how, if you want to watch how I do all of the kombucha making, that is the video you want. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. And I'm gonna enjoy this because just enjoy kombucha. It just makes my life beautiful. So if you're local to me, I know I have a lot of lovely friends and family who watch this. I'm more than happy to share some of what I make. It's really, really good. And you don't have to drink the globby bits. I have friends that, you know, run it through a sieve before they drink it because it's a unique texture. But the flavor of the actual liquid is killer. It's good stuff. Anyway, this has been Sam with Harvey Cat Homestead, chatting a little bit about kombucha and just some little updates for us. Seriously though, nectarine mango is where it's at. So anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I hope you have a beautiful day. All right, goodbye friends.